I'll also go without slides with some notes that I have. I hope it will be engaging. A quick introduction about where I'm coming from. I'm a patent landscape analyst working with Shell Technology Center in Bangalore. As most of you would know, Shell is a energy company, a global energy company. We have a center in Bangalore which houses about 1,000 technology and research professionals. The patent landscaping team is also based in the same center in Bangalore. In terms of the global IP team, we have patent IP professionals in the headquarters, that's The Hague, London, Houston, Bangalore, and China. What we do here in Bangalore, as I said, is completely focused on patent landscaping, and we've been doing that for almost 8 years now. So while we're doing that, we come across all the points that are mentioned in the theme of today's presentation: access, analysis, and application of global patent information. So I'll try to touch upon a few of the challenges that we face while doing our work. Most of them have already been touched upon or addressed by previous speakers and may also be covered by the future speakers. I'll try to present my perspective on that. Starting with access of patent data. So within our team, we have access to multiple patent databases, at least 5 subscription databases that we have. And the reason we have multiple databases is, you all would know multiple reasons. Some of them is around coverage, some of them is about the features of those databases, the tools that they come up with, and could also be our contract with them. So one of the major issues that we face is about interoperability among databases. That is something that I have not heard many people talking about, but I personally and our team in general face that very often. So we have multiple databases for different reasons, but I probably may have preference in searching in one database, but there may be another tool or database which could provide me more information. So when I want to transfer data or search information from search results from one database to other database, that itself takes a long time and is a pain. So that is something that we often come across, and still there is not a good solution to that. So I hope that is something that people would look into and try to come up with some solution. Also, maybe from a business perspective, we have a global license for one tool. If tomorrow we change that license to a different tool, transferring all our work from the existing tool to a new tool itself becomes an issue. That's one. Apart from that, some regular issues already talked about are number formats. That's still not standard enough. Legal status information, we try to use that, but it's very dynamic, and different databases have different ways of presenting that data. And I personally strongly believe that there's a lot of room for improvement in that space. Translations, a lot have already been talked about translations, so I'll not touch much upon that, but the machine translations that we have right now, in most cases, add more confusion than value in the searches that we are doing. There was a session on why did I miss that patent. That's again something that comes back very often, that why did I miss that patent. Just to quote one example, we were within the energy space, oil and gas industry. You all have heard that easy oil is no more available. There's a lot of talk about heavy oil, the difficult oil, how do we extract that, and we do a lot of patent searching on that. So when we were doing a particular study on heavy oil, after doing the study, we got back a comment from our internal client that we missed out on a patent which he knew, because he knew personally the inventor. When we went back and checked, then we found out that that particular company, who is sort of infamous for using non-common terms, had used the term disadvantaged oil in place of heavy oil. So when I'm doing a search, I will never think of the term disadvantaged oil for heavy oil. So these are type of things that we still come across while accessing and missing some patents. In terms of analysis, sanitization of the data, still we have to spend time manually to sanitize data. There are a lot of tools that are already there coming up which are helping in that. That's improving. Standardization, say in terms of assignee names, there's still a lot of work going on that needs to be done. Even co-assignees, that is something we want to really analyze and watch out for. What are the co-assignees that are coming up? Who are our competitors co-assigning patents with? What are they tying up with? So that is something we still face some challenges with. Another thing in terms of analysis that we have seen in the past few maybe months or years is we've been testing some non-patent tools. There are a lot of very well-known, conventional, established, traditional business intelligence tool. For example, we were testing something called Spotfire. That's a very well-known tool for business intelligence analysis. But when we try to enter patent data into it, it's not very compatible. There are challenges there. So there are established tools for analysis, but the patent data that we have in current format is not compatible with that tool. So we are trying to reinvent the existing tools to match that to patent data. So that's a mismatch which probably would get better with the time to come. In terms of application of data, application of the analysis that we do, patent landscaping, so the end result or end use of that analysis is for the clients, for the technologists, research or business people to utilize that information, read that information, and we have to present it in such a format that they get the best value out of it, best understanding out of it, and that's where visualization becomes very important, and there are already a lot of visualization tools. But the general understanding or experience is that there's an inverse relationship between the attractiveness of the visualization and the effectiveness of the visualization. The more attractive it becomes, it's less effective and it's more rigid. So we would really want to have a tool, visualization tool, that's very flexible and gives the best information. So we also try to come up with our own visualizations in-house, some of which we have shared in previous conferences. Also, that's maybe nothing to do with patent data providers or service providers or patent system in general, but another challenge that we face is IP savviness among the CXO levels or the senior people who have to actually use it. They are not very savvy about how to use the IP information, and that can be undesirable at many a times, that you want to say something and just present it in a way and it is taken in a different way, like we maybe playing Chinese whispers. We start from something and end with something else. So that is a challenge we also face generally, and also trying to harmonize patent information with competitive intelligence. So there are competitive intelligence team, business intelligence team, marketing intelligence team, and patent intelligence team. So harmonizing the data with different analysis teams, intelligence team, and present it or correlate it is also something we regularly work upon. And yeah, so that's all I wanted to present in terms of various challenges we face across access, analysis, and application. Thank you.